look at this chair. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think that this chair is complete? Wouldn't you think it's a chair? A chair that has everything? For real though, this chair is awesome. It is an Ewin racing gaming chair, and it is the most comfortable, like, gaming working chair I've ever sat in, and we are privileged to have a bit of a dealio going on with Ewin Racing. And if you would like one of these chairs, the link is in the description below. And if you enter the code Chicago at checkout, you get 20% off of this bad boy. So let me tell you, this bad boy can hold so many me's. It can hold a person. I don't know if there's a weight limit. Maybe I should know that. Who cares? It's ergonomic. It's like I hit the table last time I did that. I'm not doing that this time. It's got like this pillow for lumbar support, which is fantastic. It's got like a little doodad. That's the technical term. Little doodad here that fits directly between like where my shoulders, and then it goes in with my neck, and then my head fits here. I feel like I am being encouraged in a very positive and affirming way to sit up straight and have good posture. It's like, it really is encouraging you to sit up straight. Like if I lean forward, like this works, and the seat goes like, if I'm sitting, oop, it's like that now. I can do that. If you've ever wanted to do this in a chair, this is the chair for you. But for real, like it is very comfortable. And even though this is also comfy, leaning on it, because the seat goes down, it really feels like you're supposed to be sitting in it in a way that is healthy for you. And it's really great. It's a gaming chair, but obviously you can use it for other things. I'm not gaming right now. I'm just sitting and watching videos and chilling with all of you guys. So if you like the idea of this, you've been meaning to get a gaming chair, check this out. Link is in the description. It's easy to find. Again, if you would like to go ahead and purchase one, if you use code Chicago, you can get 20% off. And you can sit the way I do, which is pretty cool for you. Anyway, hi everyone. Welcome to Chicago Reacts. My name is Kelsey. I am an actor and voice actor living in Chicago. And today I'm reacting to Skyblock, The Great Potato War by Technoblade. So I, back in the day, aka college, like would play on like, I think it was the Skyblock server. It sounds so familiar, but I would play like survival, like the Hunger Games type games on Minecraft servers, and I would have a blast with them. And then like servers like weren't a thing for a second and blah, blah, blah. So I stopped. But I remember having a blast during playing these games. When I got stressed from studying, I would be like, okay, time to go try to riddle some 12-year-old kid with arrows in Minecraft. And it was a great time. So the Potato War, I'm curious to see what that means. I don't know if this is the same game that I played. It doesn't look the same. It looks like an upgraded version because, you know, it's been a few years. But in the version of the game that I played, they would start you off with like a random chest with like literally randomized stuff in it. So you could have potatoes. So I'm wondering if this is people like using potatoes to like win the war. Like they just randomly had potatoes and you're like, you know what? We will take what we can take and we will use what we've got. And what we've got are potatoes and we're going to win this war. I don't know, but I'm about to find out. And hit the table.
Technoblade, where have you been all this time? Well, you see, I've been farming potatoes in Skyblock.
There are the potatoes.
That wasn't a joke. It all started months ago. I just got in a set of superior armor and wanted hot potato books to upgrade it. I could have just bought some from the auction like a normal person, but if
That's not
Hypixel taught me
fun.
anything, it's that if you have a problem, the answer is slavery. So I had 20 potato minions with 20 enchanted lava buckets, 20 super compactors, 20 diamond spread-ins because...
Okay, so this is not the same game that I was thinking of, but I do remember like things like this that you could do as well.
It's just free money. Get this upgrade. And with this setup, I was making about 242,000 potatoes per day. At this point, I had enough potatoes for my armor. I could have stopped. I could have put an end to this, but I thought, no. No, what if I went even further? You can check your rank in each individual collection, and I was already top 50 in potatoes. I decided at that moment that I was going to be the number one potato farmer
Congrats.
in Skyblock. How hard could it be? First, I needed to get more minion slots. Now, I already spent a lot of time getting 20 minion slots because I believe minions are important. I mean, they work 24/7, gathering resources even if you never bother to log in, and as such represent the only way to achieve the dream that all Skyblock players share, which is to not have to play anymore. Unfortunately, each minion slot requires exponentially more resources than...
That's a good point. Literally everything that you do and build is to like optimize and make less work for yourself. So yeah, you are playing to just like play less.
So I did what any self-respecting Skyblock player would do and sat in the shop menu buying ice for 30 minutes. I'm having fun. I dropped out of college for this. And after spending many hours and 15 million coins, I finally unlocked the 22nd minion slot. At this point, I thought I had first place in the bag. I mean, there's only a couple of solo players that have 23 minion slots, and I figured if anyone went to that much trouble to get more minion slots, they'd probably spend it on a minion that actually makes money, like clay minions. But I thought to myself, you know what? I'm gonna go even more overkill, alright? I'm gonna upgrade my level 7 potato minions to level 9. Now you might be thinking to yourself, oh, Technoblade, isn't that obvious? Isn't it just more potatoes? Why wouldn't you do that immediately? No, it's not, alright? Upgrading past level 7 on minions never makes sense. You're never getting that money back because upgrading cost over 100,000 potatoes just to get to potato 9. That'll take over 2 months to get that money back, over 8 months for level 11. It's just a bad idea. Oh, but Technoblade, isn't that just a long-term investment? No, it's not. Remember cactus farms? Remember how they were great for like 5 days and then the admins obliterated them in an update? Yeah. You really think your dreams are going to go that long without getting crushed by the admins? No. You're never seeing that money again. I'm sorry. It's gone. But I wasn't farming potatoes for profit. I was farming them for honor, for glory. So I started upgrading them to level 9. My last hidden weapon was the Farming Crystal, which increases the speed of nearby farming minions by 10%. I could only fit 12 minions in that radius, but I thought, you know what? Whatever. I'll just make a second Farm Crystal. Here we go! Oh, okay. No, I'm glad Skyblock tells you that after you make a second crystal. I mean, it's not like you can just tell me that after I make the first crystal.
Come on.
It's not a total waste of money. At least I can auction... Thank you, Hypixel. If I wanted to fit all my minions in that 8-block radius, I'd have to think in the 3rd dimension. And so, after restructuring my farm, the potato pyramid was complete. Potato pyramid. 309,000 potatoes per day. But as an ex-English major, I decided that math wasn't enough to defeat my enemies. I needed to consult the classics. In The Art of War, Sun Tzu says, if you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. So I decided to do some investigative journalism. I discovered a forum post from September in which a user named I'm a Squid Kid bragged about being ranked #1 in potatoes. By stalking his profile, I found another post
bragging will be the end of you. Now he has a target.
Weeks later, in which he suggested he was now around 7 million potatoes. By putting these two data values on a grid, I could calculate the slope to estimate his average daily potato yield.
E equals MC
it wasn't
squared.
Perfect, but it was the best
Where's the quadratic formula?
To estimate how strong his potato farm was. I mean, it's not like I could just go to his island and look at it. Wait. That worked? But what I found shocked me to my very core. No, this can't be. This man made 8 potato 11 minions, and then he painted the Mona Lisa. It was at this moment I realized that I wasn't dealing with a potato madman, but a potato supervillain. At this point I fell into despair, all sense of rationality, even the slightest hope of making his money back. This man had thrown them all away. to farm potatoes. I had 2 more minion slots than him, but his minions were so high level that he was still making more potatoes than me at 310,000 potatoes per day. But I wasn't even worried about his potato farm. I mean, I still had some minions to upgrade. I was confident I could make a stronger farm. I was worried about his head start. The month I spent farming the Pigman sword, he'd already been farming potatoes. According to my calculations, he was already 7.5 million potatoes ahead of me. Even if all my minions magically became level 11 at that very moment, it would take 107 days to catch up. I can't go that long without uploading. My fans will murder me. So was that it? Was my quest to become the #1 potato farmer in Skyblock destined to end in failure? No, I refused. The sunk cost fallacy wouldn't allow it. If I wanted to defeat a man that had descended into potato madness, I would have to take his insanity and triple it. It was at this moment I spoke words that had never been uttered in the history of Skyblock. I should get minion expanders. Minion expanders have long been known as the most useless item in Skyblock. So you know how all minions have this like 5x5 area in which they work? They don't actually need this area. They could work with 1 block just as fine, because all I do is break a block and then they place it right back. They don't need options. So what the minion expander does is it turns that 5x5 area into a 7x7 area. Why? Why would the minion need more options so it doesn't get bored? But with the Slayer update, they added a hidden attribute to minion expanders, which buff minion speed by 5%, which is still garbage. Diamond spreading gives like 5 times the value, and I didn't have enough space to put both of them in my minions. But unfortunately, diamond spreading only gives diamonds. If I wanted to become #1, I'd have to sacrifice all that free money for 5% more potatoes. With the minion expanders taking up so much extra space, the potato pyramid was no longer enough to fit all my minions within the farming crystals radius.
Potato complex.
So I built the Potato Dome! Boasting 5 floors, I love that. The Potato Dome could fit all 22 expanded minions. And after I finished upgrading the rest of them to level 9, this is just a sweatshop at this point. The Potato Dome could now produce 300. They're not even in the great outdoors. Potatoes per day. At this point, the Potato Dome was the most powerful potato farm in Skyblock. I was ranked 20 on the leaderboards and rising fast.
Top
and yet I knew
2.8%
in my heart that it wasn't enough. It wasn't even close. But what more could I do?
An exponential rise in potato count.
I actually did for like an hour. It made a tiny dent. Sure, it would have worked eventually, but come on. Is mindlessly repeating the same task for hundreds of hours really what Skyblock's all about? Okay, yeah, pretty much, but I wasn't about to do that, man. When I said 100 hours, I was not kidding. And yet, as time went on, it began to seem like that was truly the only way.
Oh no.
The opportunity of defeating the enemy is provided by the enemy himself. Sun Tzu. I'd done it. I discovered a critical flaw with Squid Kid's potato farm. His minions were too close together. Now, with any other kind of minion, that wouldn't have mattered at all, but potato minions are unique. When they're too close together, they'll start trying to plant in spots the other minions already planted and get stuck in an infinite loop, dragging down the overall farm's potato output by as much as 90%. The reason he hadn't noticed this and was still first place in potatoes is because this only happens when someone is online and on the island, because otherwise Skyblock just runs a calculation to guess how many resources your minions would have made while you were offline. Anyways, he left the door to his AFK machine open, so I left my alt in there. Welcome to the real world, Squid Kid. Okay, can we take a moment to talk about Jerry, alright? I got a Jerry here.
Hi, Jerry.
I got a Jerry there.
Hi, Jerry.
There's actually 2 Jerrys in there. I have video evidence, okay? Look at this. He's multiplying. He's undergoing mitosis. But that's not all. The other day I was just minding my business and then... Why is he there? I knew I couldn't rely just on sabotage to get first place, because who knows if there's other people out there just like Squid Kid throwing away everything just to farm more potatoes.
All their eggs in the potato basket.
So I decided to look into alternate fuel sources for my minions. I mean, enchanted lava buckets are already the most efficient permanent fuel source in the game, but what about temporary fuel sources? So I got a bunch of hamster wheels, which give twice as much of a boost, 50%, but for only a day. And I threw like 100 of them into the potato dome, and it started making 450,000 potatoes per day. And so the days went by. Every day I'd log in and AFK on Squid Kid's island with my alt, while my minions burned through hamster wheels quickly.
Literally just like lurking in the enemy territory and just being mad. Just literally going like Dinkleberg.
Bringing me
every day
into the potato top 10. I was finally making good progress, until one day when I went to AFK on his island again. Oh god, he's online. What do you want? Why do you keep doing
Like,
this?
he caught you.
I just wanted to check on the Last Supper, man. You AFK'd on my island for 12 hours. It was a good painting. I figured Squid Kid would find it a little bit suspicious if the same guy was AFK at his island every day. So I got a second account, and then I left them both in there. Be extremely subtle, even to the point of formlessness. What?
What? With the G, he was so mad he couldn't even think it out.
Why? Why are you guys here? I've been buying some
They're hanging
enchanted
out.
baked potatoes from the auction house. It's not the most efficient use of my money, but look, I need potato 11 minions if I want to catch up as quickly as possible. We can't only have 2. It's not enough. Well,
Not
I mean,
enough.
it is enough, but I want to upload within the next
What
year.
about that
But the
clownfish?
problem
What's
with
that
the auction
clownfish gonna
house is
do?
that it's filled with crazy people. Look at this guy. He's bidding 3.9 mil for 26. You think that's bad? 11 million. I could see someone bidding 7 million on a stack of enchanted baked potatoes. 8 million. I could understand that. 11 million. Deranged psychopath.
That's
There's
to make a
no
point, but I'm not sure
justification.
what the point
Send
is.
this
Yeah.
man to prison. After a couple days of minion farming and buying enchanted baked potatoes, we have 102, which in regular potatoes is over 2.6 million, and we can only make 4 maxed potato minions with it. That's all we can make. That's how expensive maxed potato minions are.
Whoa.
They're so good, but it doesn't matter because they cost so much. It's never
That's
going
a
to pay
lot.
off. They're all gone. Whatever. It's for the leaderboards. I had to sell
Yeah, for
everything,
the
so
love
I've
of the
invested
game.
in potatoes, man. I had to sell my young dragon armor, my rare cake collection,
New Year
massively
cake.
overinflated Halloween items. I had to mortgage my house. It's crazy out there. I actually did pretty well during the Halloween events, which allowed me to raise a lot of money. But I'm just saying, look at this
There
spooky
you
pile,
go.
right? Limited edition item with my name and pig rank stamped on them. Could you imagine
Rank.
how much money I would make if I put this on the auction? I would make Dan TDM's 15 mil water bottle look like tap water. He left a
Do it.
sign for me, whitelisted.
What do you want from me?
I'm
He's
just
so upset.
ruining Squid Kid's whole life.
He's coming for your
traumatized.
gig.
He's just living in fear. Why are they here? Why do they keep showing up? But after a few days, I ran out of hamster wheels, and I had to resort to my final weapon. The catalyst. The catalyst is the strongest fuel
Catalyst.
source in the game, tripling your
Catalyst.
minion output, but they only last for 3 hours. Fortunately, I had a couple. With the power
Just
of
a few.
catalyst, my potato
Just a
output
handful.
skyrocketed, and I put that all back into leveling up my minions. And in a matter of days, I had 22 potato 11 minions producing 893,000 potatoes per day. I don't make hot potato books. I make hot potato libraries. Originally,
my
I thought I'd have to
gosh.
go bankrupt buying catalysts if I wanted to catch up to Squid Kid, but I actually discovered that catalysts are amazing. I can buy the materials to make one for like 10,000 coins on the auction, and then each of them makes 14,000 coins in potatoes. This is a miracle.
Okay, there you
It's
go.
free money. So every
Making
day
the market
I
work
sold
for
hot
you.
potato books, and then I bought more crystals, and then I
There you
sold more
go.
hot potato books, and then I bought more crystals.
Profit
And that's
stonks,
the story of
if you
how
will.
I made infinite money. Well, not really. 'Cause you can only use so many per day, but I made a lot, and now I was ranked 3 in potatoes. I did some
Who
more
is ahead?
investigative journalism
Yeah.
and found the guy ranked number 2 in potatoes. I'm gonna give you guys 3 guesses as to who left a funny rating on his post. Squid Kid! I was right on his tail.
He's right on the heels of Big Potato, and they can't take it. They're like, who is this newcomer? We thought we had the market cornered. They don't like it. They're in cahoots.
But I decided to visit his
You're
island
threatening
to see
their
just
way
how
of
strong
life.
his potato farm was. Oh, this is a joke. This is pathetic. Only 18 minion slots. This is just sad. I've seen Irish famines with more potatoes than this farm. You might get away with this farm in some garbage vegetable like carrots, but potatoes?
Not for
How
big
dare
carrots.
you? Oh my god, this crystal. This crystal, it only covers 5 of these minions. I'm gonna throw up. Against a farm like that, I easily took rank number 2. It seemed like I was
Alright.
only 1 step away from my potato dreams, and yet
Come on,
Squid Kid
Squid
had
Kid.
been so dominant on the potato leaderboards that he was still 3 million potatoes ahead. But with Catalyst, such a lead could be destroyed in a matter of days. Still, to be safe, I kept AFKing on his island, until one day. I checked my alts window for a moment, and the island was full. 2 guys I'd never heard of before had called the police on Squid Kid and brought a helper to investigate him. Who called the police? Whitelisted. Are you Squid Kid's alt? No, I just AFK here a lot. as a hobby. I'm so suspicious. He doesn't believe me at all. I'm getting banned. They'd been investigating while Squid Kid was offline. I met him later that day and decided to warn him. Squid, I know we've had our differences.
But listen.
But the police are after you, man. I saw a helper.
What? I know we've had our differences. What are you always doing? Squid Kid does not want to listen.
I saw a helper, Squid. There were 2 dudes, Squid. They came to your island with the helper. They were snitching. I don't know why. I need names. Okay, let me.
I need names.
My screenshots. You gotta be careful, man.
You got the receipts,
the snitches
good.
Be everywhere. Anyways, I'm gonna go AFK now. Just
anyway.
Act natural. Just.
Why? After all of this.
And I'm gone. It seemed strange to be helping my #1 enemy, but his sheer dedication to farming potatoes had earned my respect. I had to give him help from one potato brother to another. Also, I'm
There's got to be some solidarity.
Did you see what he said when I told him the names? Names noted. That is serial killer talk. We ain't gonna be hearing from those 2 guys ever.
He just did like the glasses push up and the glasses turn all white. That's what he just did. Names noted.
Again, I kept farming potatoes, and in a matter of days, Squid Kid's lead was almost completely destroyed. And yet Squid Kid himself had no idea. He even put a billboard on his island, #1.
Rank #1 potato!
But why would he suspect? Just a few days ago, he'd seen proof on the forums that he was millions in the lead. The poor fool had no idea what was coming. Has it updated?
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
Alright, I'm going to the hub. Has it updated? Yes! #1 in potatoes.
#1 in potatoes. Here we go.
And my main account, and then I AFK'd on all 3 of them. I think at this point Squid Kid knew
so confused.
that the alts were mine, but he was so confused. Why? Why had Technoblade been AFKing on his island for weeks? He was so confused that he didn't even realize that his potato leaderboard spot had already been taken. So
Misdirection
I went to confront him myself one
espionage.
final time. What do you want? Why are you doing this? Your potato rank 1 spot is now mine.
A meeting of the minds.
He's checking. He's checking.
He's looking. Oh. Joe.
For years, my machinations lay undetected.
You ruined my life. Oh no.
This is all
I have. All he knows is potatoes.
Squid.
That's
Squid,
capitalism.
I got a problem with your island. A critical flaw. Get over here. Over here. Squid. Squid, get over here.
The paintings.
This sign, it has the wrong number.
Rude. But true. ...
Pretty bad week for Squid Kid overall, I'd say. First, he got arrested, and then I cyberbullied him, but it
yeah, what happened with that arrest? I want to know.
And let me just say, there is no chance of him catching up. I even got 23 minion slots just to bury any hope he had. This spot is mine, and that's the story of how I became #1 on the potato leaderboards, and we lived happily ever after. All the loose ends finally tied together. Well, except for one thing. Oh god, there's another one. There's another Jerry.
Jerry's.
And he's staring right at me.
He's peeking.
One. There's a Jerry in the water. No.
They're plotting something. Watch your back.
I don't understand.
Watch your back.
What do you want? What do you want? There's another Jerry on the bridge. They've got me surrounded. I don't understand.
Wow, very fun. That was, honestly, this had everything. It had espionage, spying, capitalism, rivalry, rivals helping each other out. Had a lot of things. And it was a nice, beginning to end story, which I appreciated. But, however, this is not the end of the Potato Wars. There are 2 more of these videos. And, spoiler alert, I'm watching all of them. So, stay tuned. Because if you already know what happens, you're probably like, oh, this fool, she doesn't know. And you're right, I don't know. I'm like, where could the Potato Wars go from here? Is it going to be like both Squid and Technoblade, like head to head, trying to get ahead of each other? Like, I genuinely don't know. Why was Squid arrested? Some questions may be left unanswered, but I hope some will be answered. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you liked this video, be sure to like it and subscribe to our channel for more content like this, and I'll see you next time.